Hello, welcome to episode 38 of the Iron Nerds podcast. My name is James.
And my name is Daniel.
And my name's Yen.
Okay, today we're going to introduce another drinks in Taiwan. Okay. Guess what?
Cheers.
It's alcoholic beverage.
Yeah, alcoholic.
Especially hard liquor.
Yes, liquor.
Very special.
Okay, so
yes.
Alcohol.
Yes, alcohol might be the most historical drinks in human history. And wherever humans live, alcohol exists. Indeed, nearly all ethnic groups or nations on Earth have their own unique alcohol drinks, like champagne in France, vodka in Russia, and tequila in Mexico. Tequila. And Taiwan is no exception. In today's episode, we are going to introduce our unique national liquor and our trendy alcohol drinks.
Okay.
Yes. First of all, I want to introduce an interesting phenomenon.
Fun fact.
Okay. Interestingly, Taiwanese people are not suited for drinking alcohol.
Not suited?
Yes, not suited.
Why not suited?
Because an enzyme, which is ALDH2.
ALDH2?
It's an enzyme which is responsible for decomposing alcohol.
Okay.
Yet, the ALDH2 gene defective rate of Taiwanese people is highest
in the world.
Yes, in the world.
Oh, so we're gene defect.
Yes, we have gene defect
on drinking alcohol.
Yes.
So we are not born to drink alcohol.
Wow, that's crazy. Okay.
And I think a very popular phenomenon is like Taiwanese people get their face get really red after drinking a little bit of alcohol.
That's me. That's totally me. I get my face get red very soon when I drink
and that
alcohol.
is a telltale sign that you have this kind of gene defect.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Yeah.
But yet, the alcohol market in Taiwan is still growing and flourishing.
Wow. So
it's
nothing can stop us
drinking
from
and
drinking.
Having all those liquors.
Yeah. Okay.
So now I'm going to first of all, I'm going to introduce the most iconic liquor in Taiwan.
The Taiwanese liquor. When you think about Taiwan, you think about this kind. When you think about Taiwanese liquor, you think about
this kind of liquor.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I'm going to introduce Kinmen Kaoliang, which is
Kaoliang liquor.
Kaoliang liquor.
Kaoliang liquor.
Here I have a special edition of Kinmen Kaoliang.
If you're watching a YouTube version, you can check out
I think they got this one won an award somewhere in San Francisco.
Yeah, very cool.
You won Spirit Awards in San Francisco.
Wow, Spirit Awards, cool.
2016.
Yeah. So what is Kaoliang liquor?
Kaoliang is actually a type of baijiu.
So white wine.
Yes,
in Taiwan. In Chinese.
I would say white liquor.
White liquor. Yeah. Okay.
White liquor, which is a colorless Chinese liquor.
Yeah.
And Kaoliang is made of sorghum. Sorghum is a type of grain originated from North China.
So the Kaoliang liquor is mostly transparent and there's no color.
Yes.
It's like water. It's like vodka.
Yes.
Vodka, yeah.
Somewhat like vodka. So if you're looking at a YouTube version, you can see Daniel has a glass of sorghum, of Kaoliang liquor, and it is colorless. Yeah.
Yes.
And actually, Kaoliang is sorghum in Chinese, in Mandarin.
Yeah.
So next.
Kaoliang is really stronger than other liquor like vodka, because normally vodka is about 40%
volume
by volume, while Kaoliang it contains 58% of alcohol.
So that's really hard liquor.
Strong.
It's nearly 50% harder,
60%.
stronger than normal liquor. Yes.
They also have a 38% version, right?
Yes.
They have two versions, a 38 and 58. Yeah.
But I prefer the 58.
The people who know that the 58 are better than the 38.
Yes.
I've tried only 38 version before.
Yeah.
And it's believed that the rich flavor and round warm mouthfeel of Kaoliang can only fully express expressed by higher alcohol content.
Concentration, yeah.
That's quite reasonable in
Concentration.
a scientific
Yes.
point of view. Yeah.
Actually, it's burning. It actually burns your mouth at
Yeah.
58%, right?
Yeah.
But if the Kaoliang is really of high quality, the feeling will not be burning, but warm and rounding
Warming.
mouth feeling.
We're gonna
feel.
put, a warning sign on our video. Drink responsibly.
Yeah. And don't
Yes.
drive after you drink.
Yeah, don't drink after you drink.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you may wonder, the ingredient of Kaoliang is from North China.
Yeah.
But how come do Taiwan have Kaoliang liquor?
This kind of grain,
sorghum,
right?
Yeah.
Yes, this liquor borns from battlefield.
Battlefield.
Yes, battlefield.
Really? So at what time?
Yes, the origin of Kinmen Kaoliang, the liquor is originally from 1950s.
1950s.
At that time, Kinmen was the front line of civil war between KMT government and CCP government.
Yeah.
So hundreds, thousands of soldiers gathered on this little island.
So it's actually an island on the shore of China.
China.
Yes.
And now it is part of Taiwan.
Yes.
Yeah. So it's
But at that time, it's front line.
it's a little bit far from Taiwan. It's
Yeah.
closer to China than from Taiwan.
Yes, on Kinmen Island, you can directly see the mainland China
Yeah,
like
yeah,
a naked
yeah.
eye.
Okay.
So to fulfill the alcohol needs of soldiers, the commander of the troop, General Hu, decided to build an official winery to save money.
Distillery, right?
Yeah, distillery.
To save money so they can distill their own hard liquor for
hard liquor.
soldiers.
Yes, because the need was so huge.
So what's next?
And one day, General Hu occasionally drank the Kaoliang liquor made by Mr. Ye, who is the father of Kinmen Kaoliang. And the General Hu was so amazed by the rich flavor of the liquor, and he decided to assign Mr. Ye as the manager of official distillery. And this is the incident, and it is this incident studied the brilliant history of Kinmen Kaoliang.
Wow, that's so cool. This
Yes.
kind of liquor is actually made from battlefield. It's like born in war.
Yes, because sorghum is actually a versatile crops.
Okay. So easy to grow.
Grow, easy
Yes,
to grow.
because the land of Kinmen is quite infertilized.
It's fertilized.
Okay.
Quite.
So you need crops that are very easy to grow, right?
Yes.
The climate there is not quite good for agricultural
Yeah.
Yes.
working, right?
And the stem of this crop can be used as firewood.
Okay.
And the fermented ingredient of Kaoliang
Yeah.
can be used to feed cows. Or,
Okay.
yes, it's really versatile.
Yeah. Very useful crop, right?
Yes.
And we can make liquor that.
So actually, I heard sometimes I heard this kind of Kinmen Kaoliang was actually marketed as battle wine, right?
Yeah. Battle one.
Yeah.
Cool.
So
That's
there's
so
this
cool.
term called 金门战酒, right?
Yeah. That's
So
cool.
I think that's the reason why. I think it's because that it was in the battlefield, so that they had this name,
Yeah.
And now I'm going to introduce some fun facts of Kaoliang. Kaoliang use solid fermentation to produce rich flavor. Normally, for example, whiskey and vodka, they use liquid fermentation.
So what's the difference between liquid and solid fermentation?
For liquid fermentation, we will boil the barley, the malt, and produce barley and produce more juice. And after that, we will add some yeast to
ferment
into the juice and do the fermentation. But for solid fermentation, we will use maybe
the whole root of
tank,
the vegetable, right?
a tank, and add the cooked sorghum into the tank, and add some qu is a type of
Also, I think some
like
kind of yeast,
microbead.
right? Some kind of
yeast.
Microbead.
Yeah. Okay.
So it's made from cooked sorghum.
Yeah, actually, so I know about like the rum production process. So they also use like the juices of sugarcane.
Yeah.
So they don't use it. This is quite special, right?
Yes, it's believed that solid fermentation can produce much more versatile flavor.
Okay.
And for most liquid, like whiskey, whiskey will age in oak barrels.
So wooden barrels.
Wooden barrels.
But with Kaoliang,
While
we age them in...
will age them in large pottery.
Oh, okay.
Yes. And store this pottery in underground tunnel.
Yeah. Also, maybe because of the
war, the battlefield, the war.
Yeah, during wartime.
The tradition of making the whole of the manufacturing of a whole liquor.
Yes.
Yeah.
So there's another fun fact. Kaoliang can age in a bottle.
Oh, okay.
Yes. Normally, after, for example, for Johnny Walker.
Yeah.
After you put whiskey into the glass bottle, the flavor will never change.
Oh yeah.
But for golden liquor, it will continue. The flavor of the liquor will change gradually as it aged.
Yeah. So actually, older Kaoliang is more valuable.
Yes.
Than the newer ones.
It's not only because of their scarcity, but also because of their
flavor. Yeah.
So if I keep this bottle of Kaoliang for more than
20 years.
It may be cost more than 20,000 NT dollars.
Wow,
that's cool. That's cool.
Yes.
Yeah.
So maybe you can consider to invest on Kaoliang liquor.
Yeah.
Yes.
It might not last 20 years.
And actually, Kinmen Kaoliang also produce special edition in different seasons. Yes, like in winters, like in spring and falls, they have different editions.
Yeah.
And they have for special edition for big events, like new president memorial edition.
Yeah, I think this company is so iconic, just connected to Taiwanese culture. So Taiwanese people, like it's a sign of like some special events, right?
Yes. So do you have something you want to share? Something about Kaoliang you want to share with us?
I've tried once about the 38 degree Kaoliang and actually love that taste very much because it's somewhat like a bit fruity, a bit fragrance very well, and not so burning in my point of view. Drinking all these kind of liquors, so yeah, I think Kaoliang is quite good. I love Kaoliang, the taste of Kaoliang. Yeah,
actually, I was some Kaoliang they have the flavor of fruit, but for whiskey also have flavor of fruit, but it comes from the oak barrels.
Yeah.
But Kaoliang, they are not aged in barrels, but they still have such rich flavor. It's quite amazing.
Yeah.
So how about you, James? Have you ever
I'm
tasted
not
one?
the biggest fan of Kaoliang.
Okay.
I just don't enjoy the taste. I like whiskey better.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's just my personal opinion, but it doesn't take away from that how special it is to Taiwanese people. Yeah.
Yes. Okay, after Kaoliang, I will introduce
something more accessible to general public, right? Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Which is beer.
Yeah.
Taiwan beer. I would say beer might be the most common and most frequently drank alcohol drink.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Because it doesn't,
cost so much.
So much, it's not that strong.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Taiwan beer is a brand. It's the most popular and most local and most iconic beer brand in Taiwan.
Yeah. Much like Budweiser for Americans.
Yes.
Taiwan beer is for Taiwanese people.
Yes.
It's our beer.
Yeah.
And it has two major products, which are gold medal and classic beer.
Classic beer.
Yes.
Yeah.
And normally beer only contains three ingredients, which are barley,
yeasts, and hops, right?
Yes. Yet Taiwan beer use local produce, which is rice.
Oh.
Okay.
Yes.
So they take away the barley and they use rice instead, or they
well,
use a mixture of both.
Mixture of these two grains.
Okay.
Okay.
So they use rice to produce beer with fresh and sweet flavor. Yes.
Okay. Well, never heard about that. Actually, Taiwan beer is made from rice. Well, that's new to me.
Yes.
Yeah.
Actually, beer can made from different grains.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like wheat.
It just have glucose, and you can make it into beers or liquor.
Yes.
So we also have some kind of special fruit beers, right? And I think they generally appeal to the younger people more.
Yes.
Taiwan has so many fruits, so we make mango beer, grape beer, lychee, and pomelo beer.
I love pomelo beer very much. And lychee is very well too.
Yeah, that's very cool.
Yeah.
And also pineapple, but I didn't feel the need to talk about it.
Yeah, but pineapple, it's
pineapple?
great. Yeah.
No.
Pineapple, get some pineapple.
No.
Yeah.
So,
Okay.
Also crafted beer, right?
Yes, crafted beer.
In recent years, yeah.
And about craft beer, I would like to share two brands.
Okay.
The first one is Taihu.
Taihu
It's currently the largest private brewery in Taiwan.
Yeah, the packaging of the Taihu crafted beers are really beautiful. I would say.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think it's the most special of Taiwanese
all kinds of beer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they also have very cool flavors.
Yeah.
Yes.
They develop
sometimes like tangerine beer. Or
at
like,
different seasons, they produce different kinds of
So
special.
It's very
features.
special. It's crafted, right? So it's
Yes.
they have special flavors and they're
Low-
carefully made. Yeah.
Yes, though the prices of crafted beer is much more expensive,
Yeah.
but the flavor is much more richer.
But not for Taihu, I think.
Yeah.
I think they're quite reasonable in their pricing.
Yes.
Actually cheaper than some export beers in Taiwan.
Yeah.
So why not drink some of these
Taiwanese
especially
beers,
Taiwanese brewed beers, in Taiwan.
Yes. And there's another brand I want to share, but it's named in French.
Yeah. So we're gonna pronounce it with Guro.
Yes.
Right here.
Its name is
Le Bleu d'Or.
Okay.
yes. Actually, last year we frequently go to this beer house.
Yeah. It has a brewery and they sell the beer, but actually they also have beer houses.
Yes.
And then we like to go there for a meal.
Yeah. And have
for
some
celebrations, and then it's
have
very
some beer.
fun.
It's very fun. Yeah, very great.
Yes. And it's also an award-winning beer in Taiwan.
They also make different kinds of flavors of beers.
Yeah,
right?
but
Yes.
not as much as Taihu.
Yeah.
I think.
I love the brown one very much. The brown owl very much.
And my favorite one is honey.
Honey
beer.
owl. Yeah.
It's made from Longyan honey.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Longan honey. Yeah.
Yes.
So, what do you like about Taiwanese beers?
Yeah. Do you want to talk about
Yeah.
what do you like about Taiwanese
Which
beers?
Well,
What do you think is special between Taiwanese beer and like other export beers?
yeah.
I would say for example, Japanese beer. The
Yeah.
flavor of Japanese beer normally is very refreshing and clean.
Clean. Okay.
Yes, crystal clean.
Yeah.
But for Taiwanese beer, like Taiwan beer,
Yeah.
because it's made from rice, I think the flavor is a little bit sweeter.
Sweeter.
Okay.
Yes, and have multi-layered flavor.
Okay. Yeah.
So I actually prefer Taiwan beer. So do you have anything you want to share?
I have a little fun story that I wanted to share with you guys. So I was in middle school,
Yeah.
I think 15 or 16.
Yeah.
And then we were on a school trip, so graduation trip during middle school.
Yeah.
And so because in Taiwan the legal drinking age is 18.
18, yes.
Rather than like
Yes.
21 in some countries. That's very old, right?
Yeah.
Like 21. Like how
It's
could
our
you
age here? Yeah.
like what would you think if you had to wait till 21?
It's really a misery.
You'll just
Yeah,
break the
so-
rules. Yeah.
Yeah, so I was 16 at the time.
Yeah.
And then so we we actually got some Taiwan beer during our graduation trip. You know, just
Oh,
secretly got some
illegal.
illegally got some
Illegally.
Taiwanese beer. And I tried it at that time, but I was a kid at that time. So
Yeah.
I really didn't like the flavor. I thought it was
bitter
and something. And so I never drank it after that. Taiwan beer, especially.
You was
Yeah,
too
yeah.
young.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
couldn't
it's too
appreciate the flavor. So actually, I am willing to try it now. So because I had such a bad experience with Taiwan beer, so I spent the whole next 5-6 years not drinking.
I actually share the same experience like you, but now I'm a big fan of Taiwan beer.
Yeah, I think
Okay.
it's an acquired taste.
Just get some fried chicken and some Taiwan beer.
Yeah.
Just later today. Yeah.
Also, it's much
Very
cheaper,
enjoyed
so
it.
good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And after beer, I'm introducing whiskey.
Whiskey. Yeah.
Yes, and here we have another fun fact.
Okay.
Yes, do you know that Taiwan is actually the biggest single malt whiskey market in the world?
Single
Wow.
malt. Really?
Yes. Single malt whiskey. Biggest.
Okay.
Biggest.
Maybe not the biggest, but maybe the second or the third biggest.
Wow. Wow, that's very new to
Taiwanese
me.
love their single malts. And in fact, we also make some of our own single malts.
Yeah.
Yes, but Taiwanese people are not suited to drink.
For drinking.
For drinking.
For drinking?
Yeah, we're not good at drinking.
But we don't care.
We
you know.
drink
The
single
strong
malt.
contradiction.
Drink till you
The
die.
strongest liquor. Just go for them.
Okay.
So
And Taiwan is actually influenced by Western culture, and whiskey is becoming a new trend, and even replacing Kaoliang. Yes. And actually, in 2019, the revenue of whiskey in Taiwan market is 54 billion NT dollar.
54 billion.
54 billion.
Yeah, 54 billion.
That's crazy.
Wow.
Yes. And the single
That's about 2 billion American dollars.
Yes.
Wow, that's just
That's amazing. We
large
have
number.
only
It's such a small island, and then you have
23
this much revenue.
yes, we have only 23 million population.
Yeah, 23
So
million.
rich people drink single malt
Wow.
whiskeys in Taiwan.
Yes.
That's
And
crazy.
Single malt and sherry cask whiskey is our favorite. Yes. So some famous whiskey brands even launched Taiwan's limited edition to
really?
please Taiwanese customers.
Wow.
It's such a big market.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Yes.
Why wouldn't you do that?
Yeah.
But let's talk a little bit about Taiwan's own whiskeys.
Yeah.
Yes.
You know, I think that's the most special ones. And there are two brands that you want to talk to us about.
Yes. The first one is Omar,
Omar. Okay.
which is produced by Taiwan liquor company,
Okay.
Also.
which also produce Taiwan beer. And another one is Kaoliang.
Yeah, I think Kaoliang is. I think it was built by a food company.
Yes, a food company, King Car.
Okay. They make like food and drinks.
Yes.
And, you know, Mr. Brown coffee.
And this is actually Kaoliang. I think the name comes from an Aboriginal tribe, name of the Aboriginal tribe.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think
In Ilan, yeah.
the place where they grow
This kind
they
of-
grow the crops,
Yeah.
they name it Kaoliang, and that's the name of the liquor.
Yes.
That's cool.
And actually, Taiwan's humid and hot climate condition seems to be disadvantageous for whiskey production because most whiskey are produced in Scotland. The climate is much cooler.
Cooler, yeah, and rains a lot.
Yes. But this climate condition actually gives Taiwan's whiskey unique
Flavor,
flavor.
taste, right?
Yes.
The microclimate, right?
Yes.
Something effect.
And Taiwan whiskey actually age much more quickly.
Oh, okay.
Normally, it may take more than 10 years to
Properly aged like a Scotch whiskey.
Yeah.
Right?
yes. But in Taiwan, it may only take 3 to 5 years.
3 to 5. Wow, that's
Wow, that's very fast.
faster.
No wonder
Yes.
Taiwanese people drink this much
There's
whiskey.
Yeah.
But that's a trade-off because temperature is much higher in Taiwan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if it evaporates many alcohol in the
okay.
oak barrels every year,
So we lose a lot of it also.
that's a so-called angel's share.
Oh, okay.
Angel's Share. Wow, that's a cool name. Yeah.
Alcohol drink.
Wow, that's really
drank by Angel.
So this one is actually, I think, if you're watching a video version, this one is actually
Kaoliang.
Kaoliang.
Yes.
Yeah, this is a very good whiskey.
Yeah.
And I only have the small bottles one because it's too expensive.
Yeah, it's very expensive.
Yeah.
We actually drank a little bit of it, and it's really nice.
Yeah.
It's got a really nice flavor.
And these two brands are both award-winning brands in Taiwan.
Mm-hmm.
And now I want to ask you some question about alcohol drink.
Alcohol. Okay, sure.
So when I talk about the most iconic Taiwanese alcoholic drinks, what's the answer came to your mind?
Definitely Kinmen Kaoliang.
But you're not its friend.
Not a fan of it, but definitely when you think about Taiwanese liquor, you think about it.
Yeah. I will also say Kinmen Kaoliang, but I'm a fan of it. Yeah.
Yeah.
What about the favorite ones?
Favorite alcoholic drink,
Yes.
like in cocktails or anything.
And everything you can, everything.
Okay. I think people are gonna hate me for this.
Okay, come.
My favorite alcoholic drink is Cuba Libre.
Cuba Libre. Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Rum and Coke.
Yeah, rum and coke and lime juice.
Yeah. Simple.
Yeah, I just
Accessible.
really like it.
Yeah. For me, I love whiskey very much, and I also love I love a kind of liquor called Mao Tai.
Oh, Mao
Heard of
Tai.
Mao Tai? It's from it's a kind of Chinese
Which is-
liquor. It's a bit kind of like
Also kind of
Kaoliang
white liquor, right?
Also a white liquor.
Also like colorless.
Yes. Yeah, and because it's fruity flavor and a bit similar as Kaoliang, and I love that kind of flavor very much. Yeah.
Yes, for me, actually, now I'm going to do some experiments. on liquor.
Experiment. Wow, cool.
I will try to infuse some teas in liquors. Like I will,
So again, the flavor of tea.
yes,
leaves.
I'll use liquor to extract the fragrance of tea leaves.
Uh-huh.
That's cool.
Yes.
How does it taste?
Well, oolong and the flavor of oolong is actually quite suitable for Kaoliang.
Okay.
Yes, and I also trying to make some cocktail
Yeah.
from Kaoliang.
Yeah.
Because I'm a member of cocktail club.
Yeah. So maybe try an experiment to do some tests on different kind of flavors, right?
So I actually modify a Taiwanese dishes, and made it into a cocktail.
I've heard of that.
Three
That's cool.
cup chicken, right?
Yeah. That's a very cool
So
cocktail.
doing a lot of experiments and making your own recipes.
Yes.
And we encourage you to do the same. You know, if you can, find some Kinmen Kaoliang and try it out for yourself.
Yeah.
I think it's a good like you can trade it for like gin in some cocktails. You can change it, and then you can
Make your own
see how it
recipe.
tastes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I think you make Kaoliang tonic sometimes.
Yes, Kaoliang tonic.
Yeah.
okay.
I think so. Maybe you can interchange them. Yeah.
Yes.
So I think that's about all the time we have for today.
Okay.
We'll see you next week.
Bye.
Bye.